Well, welcome everyone that's following us here on Facebook. We're here at the 2025 Oregon Trail Rally.
Instagram.
Oh, we are on Instagram this time. I did not know. We have switched. We are now on Instagram. Okay, so welcome to the 2025 Oregon Trail Rally. We are in downtown Portland, Oregon at the Portland National Raceway, one of the best venues where you can see the top competitors around the country. This is round 4 of the American Rally Association presented by Kubota. And we're going to go walk through Parc Expose here and talk to some of the competitors. Things have been just really heating up around here. Lots of excitement with the championship, lots of growth. Some heating up we don't want to talk about with, well, maybe there's a little brush fire that we're hoping gets under control soon, so we might have a little delay. But hey, we like night stages, so that's good, right? Anyways, I'm your host, Mike Shaw. I haven't said anything. And behind the camera is Austin Knight. Hi, Austin. All right. Let's go ahead and go talk to some folks. All right. It's crowded over here.
Just randomly. Okay, you can stand on your
We're going to get a quick word with Connor here. Connor. Yes. Welcome to Oregon Trail, buddy. Thank you. So, what do you think of the stages after doing Recce?
Just run in there.
They're great, fast, flowy. First stage tomorrow is going to be tricky. There's a lot of rocks. We got 2 flats there yesterday in record, so that'll be a tricky one. But we're first on the road, so I think we'll get the least amount of damage.
Do you think that'll be an advantage, being first on the road this time around, or do you think there's going to be some cleaning?
There's definitely going to be cleaning, but I don't think it'll sweep off for Travis or Brandon with one car going through. So I think it's a good choice. Last year, it did end Travis's race, but Brandon also hit that rock. So I knew before coming to this event, if we got to pick first, we would go first. So
are you asking Travis tips on how to pull out rocks with people behind you?
Yeah, but without breaking the ice.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, a little better than that. But no, just going to try and run our race and I'm going to try and start hot and just kind of see how we feel. Felt really good in the shakedown, so it should be a good day.
Well, you're definitely rallying in Kubota country. I was out there doing that stage setup, and there's so many people that came down in their little Kubota vehicles to greet us. So good luck out there.
Thank you very much.
See you later. All right. Connor Martell. Let's see. Travis and Rhiannon over there. I might say yes. Obviously, I crowd hour. We've got a Skoda over here. I'd love to chat with Ryan too. See how he's feeling about going fast in a Skoda in the championship. It's great to see them out here. We've got a Fiesta one over here on the right. Here. So Javier Olivares, it's his first time being in one of these. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. Eva Raftery's here. So this is her second rally. She'll be doing 4-wheel drive. She's mostly, and she was on the podium up at Olympus. Yes. If this one car looks a little familiar, it was one that Sam Albert and Michelle Miller, it's been obviously updated since, but those two competed in this car in the limited 4-wheel drive championship several years ago. Let's see what else we got here. This is Cam Stevens' car. This is a Focus RS. This has been a project car for Cam for a long time to finally get this thing on the road. I remember them talking about this thing like 2015, 2016, 2017, whenever that Focus RS first came out.
Yes, something like that. About the time the RS first came out.
Yeah, and they had to learn a lot of things, mainly to gut the entire car, basically, of all its electronics.
Yeah, it's a brand new car.
To be able to make it run a rally. But
modern day electronics and safety features do not enjoy sliding around in gravel, go figure.
Yeah, right, exactly. So definitely some learnings with that, but apparently the car is dialed in and been reliable. I'd love to chat with him about the build, but again, I'm not stop finding him, and he's tall. I should be able to find Cam Steely because he's a tall man. But well, there's another person in their first time at an R5, and that is Stephen Red. Let's go talk to him.
Stephen.
Yes, Stephen Red Racing announcing at this event that they're going to be having their own arrive and drive shop. Stephen Red, can I chat with you, buddy? How does that just happen?
It just kind of did happen. Honestly, I got it like 2.5 weeks ago. It's going to be part of the fleet.
Oh, really? So to expand on that. So Stephen Red Racing is growing a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm not just going to be driving anymore. I'm actually going to be taking some time.
Oh.
But it'll be have
Really exciting. We must have gotten a bigger shop.
Not yet. That
Not
is,
yet?
what I'm going to be doing after this round is trying to find a building. There's 12 cars now, and 4 trucks, and 4 trailers, and it's scattered around like my house. And it's property. Yeah, it's out of hand, but it's.
Let's talk about this weekend. You know these roads really well. I mean, pseudo home event. You know, you've got roads that are familiar. Well, we got Indy's Run, which is, you know, a bring back. What do you think? What's your opinion? First time in this car, how are you going to attack it?
So I got 16 miles under my belt in this car. Test day on Tuesday. Felt really good, but we don't have any spares, so I got to keep it clean. I don't really care about times. I don't care about just getting the car out, getting people aware of it, getting out I gotta stay out there all day. But I do know the roads. This car is power-wise the same as my car, but drivability is like cleared out of it easier. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. See how times go tonight, and if they're looking good, maybe we can go for a podium. But there's hard to you know, when you get
Well, you get comfortable enough, right? You feel relaxed in the car, and it's doing what you want it to do. Good luck with the weekend. See you later. All right, so that's Stephen Red. We've got some wooing going on up in the front there.
I was going to say, if we're going to get a chance to talk to him, you probably should go that way.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get to Travis.
I mean, what? I know.
Oh wait, but we do have Cam Steely. So
Go get a cam.
I want to get a Cam. We got Hobby. We got Hobby and we got Cam. Yeah. I gotta go. Buddy, hey, what's up? It's been a while. It has been a while. It's good to see you. So freaking good to see you. So,
Finally,
I was just saying, this project has been going on for how long?
like 8 years at least. I think this is the 9th year, so we finally, after 8 years, got to do a couple test runs last year in it, and now we're getting through some of the teething process. But as far as working the car is awesome, you know. Oh yeah, it's great. Got long travel suspension. You know, it's amazing what you can do with that. I've never had that before, so it's just awesome. But like I said, it's great to finally have the car. You know, we're still working on a few things here and there, but I think we'll be all right.
This is such a dream project for you.
Yeah, so super happy to have it here. It's just great to see, you know, it's nice to get variety. That's one thing I really love the U.S. is like RS and a lot of different internals, but you know, it's still, yeah.
You don't have a choice with the modern stuff, so with computers, that's all the issues you ran into, right?
We got a lot of issues with like the electronics and all that, so you had to do standalone, get rid of the mechanical diff, things like that. And then we found out too, like, we gotta replace the top, the handle, like, it's 6 years at least. Rock, but then like star valve's a lot smoother than it was before. You know, this is rough. We're like, yeah, a few things on down on it here. I was like, oh, I don't need that. And yeah, so it was
It's the first time you're going to be able to do Andy's Run.
it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, you definitely got there's some gotcha moments. That's for for sure. But it'll be fun, exciting. It's one of those things like on rec, you're like, oh man. But then once you get going, you kind of just like out of sight, out of mind, you just kind of go. But yeah, I'm excited for that. It'll be cool to see. And then I'm just excited.
Waiting.
There it goes.
Okay, looks like we had a little bit of choppiness there. Hopefully everybody got that great interview with Cam Steely.
I see the mic saying it's working, so I'm wondering if it's more of a signal issue.
I mean, he doesn't hate it, it's just not his preference is probably the better way to put it. The organizer for it. This is just the piece de resistance. The views you get for Oregon Trail Rally is like no other event in the country, maybe even the world. You know, it just, the sights, the sounds, there's nothing better.
Tell us a little bit about the volunteer stuff here, because you got like, a couple hundred? I'd say a couple hundred more than 100.
Yeah, actually we need at least 350 for this event. Part of it is because of the crowd we have here at PIR, but also when we get out into the country, we use roads that are actual closed public roads. A lot of other events are using forestry roads that don't have the public access, right? So we actually have how people be in places, and especially the ham radio operators. Communications is what really makes an event safe, and so the biggest need we have is having the guys at the radio hams.
Awesome. And we'll be sure to send people. Where do we send them to volunteer?
Of course, OregonTrailRally.com. We've got the volunteer links right there. We have descriptions of different positions. You know, everything from just helping block off a road, where you can literally. What I love about it, and that's how I got into this, is it's like going out for a picnic in this beautiful countryside with race cars going by. What's wrong with that, right? And that's the basic stuff. Then you want to get close to the action, work a time control, work an ATC, work a start, and you get to interact with the drivers and whatnot. You're part of understanding how rally really functions. And then from there, I mean, there's all kinds of different positions. You can be part of the organizing committee and help make it better.
You can end up with a microphone.
Well, that can happen. It happened to me.
Exactly. Thanks, Mike. Catch you later.
Good to chat to you.
Yeah. See ya. Awesome. Mike Shaw, one of the organizers.
Oh, yep.
Your mic's not working.
Thank you. My mic wasn't working. My bad.
Seeming it's right to your left, Mike.
I know.
Okay.
Well, is my mic working now or not? Maybe not.
We'll just do this. We'll raw dog it.
We'll just go back and forth.
No, I just unplugged it entirely, and we'll just figure it out later.
That works.
Just talk loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Big fan.
Gonna sneak our way in here.
Here comes did you race in Merritt Rally before you went to
Yeah,
Blue?
sometimes.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Pacific Forest Rally.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that place.
Yes, right after this one.
It is.
If you go up
yeah,
to
yeah,
Canada.
that's true. Pacific Forest.
It's good to see you, Brandon. How you doing, bud?
It's good.
Yeah?
Be back. Not
Yeah.
so far from home again.
Exactly. Another pseudo home event.
Yeah, pretty much. West Coast. Love it.
Yeah. So went out, did a recce. What do you think of the roads this time around?
Maybe a bit better than last year. Seemed like a couple of stages got graded. Obviously, maybe a little bit more loose on some of those stages, but overall, some of the embedded rocks got covered up and cleaned up the edges a bit. So, yeah, the stages look good.
We got what was Horseshoe Bend, now renamed Andy's Run. You've done that one before as well, I believe, right?
I was just saying that's like one of the best stages we have on the West Coast. So, really excited to have that stage. It's just cool. It's got a lot of rhythm change, a little bit of tarmac in there. Good stage to add to the bunch.
So, any specific, I mean, obviously you're out there to win, but do you have any specific goals of what you're trying to, I guess, accomplish for this weekend?
Yeah, just have a clean rally, especially after last year. We've me and Travis both had an issue on the first real stage of the rally. And, so let's not have a repeat of that. Let's just have a good event, hopefully a good feeling in the car, and I think it resolves itself.
Well, I think Connor was saying that he was looking for tips on how to pull out a rock without it affecting him. Because he's first on the road.
He can certainly try, but Travis is between him and I, so I think there'll be a little bit of additional cleaning for me. And, so much risk trying to play that game. But inevitably there's going to be rocks just hit because they're already in the road. They're not even outside the line. So you're kind of, a lot of the time on the stages, at least for tomorrow, you're choosing which rock you're going to hit because there's just that many out there on Dale's Mountain and potentially Andy's Run. So yeah, it's
do you have a problem with like a second pass like you have in other rally championships where the cars farther in the field maybe have a different track to your car, and then so when you go to do your pass it ends up being a little bit different character?
Yeah, I think we see it every event, to be honest. In the racing
Make it
line,
extra challenging for that second pass.
it does. I would say mainly not because of the actual width of the car or the width of the line on the road, but just sometimes like the racing line's there and sometimes the racing line isn't the racing line I would choose.
Got it.
So then you're making that choice of like, am I driving to the inside of the corner when I want to be outside, or do I take the risk of being in the loose and actually driving the racing line? So
you have to do that calculus as you're approaching every corner.
yeah, it's kind of use your intuition certainly, but yeah, it's just part of rallies.
Sure is.
It's like we're trying to get the maximum out of the road, and by using a little bit more of the road, being on the loose or being in the line.
All right. Well, good luck out there. Good to see you, man. See you later. All right. Brandon Sumner giving us some details about multiple runs on a stage and how it affects how he attacks them. Oh, there he is. Kind of back in.
Hey, Mike, go this way.
Yeah. There we go. We can go around the opposite side.
We can't test fast enough to know. It's not exceptionally loud here, so.
What's up? How you doing? Not much, man. Oh, nice heat wave sticker. All right. Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Travis, gonna grab a quick word, bud.
Oh, of course, man.
Yeah. So back here in Oregon, a little bit different machinery. Kind of almost like going back to Group N days, isn't it?
You know, it really is. I'm so excited. We had a blast even just running. We haven't gotten any testing since last time, so we went a little bit safer with kind of some of the torque and everything setting. Said, look, let's go out there, let's have some fun, and at the end of the day, it's so cool to see how many fans have come out. I mean, it's showing my age. There's some of the kids' autographs I signed when we first came here. Now we're bringing their kids. So I'm like, all right.
Well, you got kids too.
Yeah, it's true. So no, it's pretty cool. Actually, this was the first rally. It was right over there when Leah came, and she was less than a year old, and then I got to race her here. So I'm like, all right, it's coming full circle, but it's awesome to see how many fans. I mean, look over there.
Isn't that great? It's just it's so many people.
Unbelievable to see the amount of enthusiasm. They're still rolling in the front gate, and just to come be a part of rally, be a part of the sport. For us, just really working on this year to find a platform that hopefully we can have 5 cars next year that are exactly the same, and then maybe 10 cars, maybe 20 cars, and build this class up to where there's so many people that could come over here and just say, look, I'm in an equal vehicle. And I feel like that's what is really difficult. And something we did in Nitro Cross was with our top class.
Right.
And it was electric, and a lot of people didn't like it, but all the drivers, we all had
the same thing.
The same thing. Now, you could figure out suspension settings, and you can figure out how you want the power down and that kind of stuff, but you all had the same base platform to work with. And I really thought that was cool, because people that were kind of getting out of the sport or that weren't sure if they wanted to get in, they're like, this is my chance to prove that I'm a better driver.
Right.
And I think if we can get that going.
It's not just who has the most money with the best platform, it is
and it's a
same vehicle.
It's a limited all-wheel drive, so it's a limited platform what you can do. So the budget is 1/4 what the open class budget is. The open class cars are awesome, and there's a blast.
Yeah.
But realistically, to run those in a full championship is tough.
Yeah.
And with Ken Block passing, it was a huge, not only as a friend, as a family man, but to the sport. He brought in so much media, so much attention that it could justify running those more powerful cars and the crowd coming in. But the crowd is here. They want to see some good racing, want to have fun, and that's what rally's all about.
Well, good luck this weekend. You know these roads pretty well. I mean, do you have a specific target of planning on getting to, or?
I'm not sure, because we did well, last weekend on the stages that were more technical, especially on the first pass of the stages where the notes really shone through. This rally has been very similar roads for quite some time, so there's a lot of drivers with a lot of experience. So I don't think we'll have as much of an advantage on our notes and the pace note kind of stuff because everyone's driving this like a race course. So we'll really see kind of where we fit in after tomorrow. But yeah, it should be fun. I mean, I don't think we'll do as well as we did at the first round, just because those were super technical stages and these are a lot more wide open. But fingers crossed, we'll see how we end up.
Do you have a general idea of when we might see a second one of these then out there?
We have to figure out. I mean, I'd like to see them as soon as possible, but
so would I.
For us, we got to figure out how we get the cost down as low as we can. What the class with the specs. It's awesome with Lance.
Yeah.
He really wants to see a class that we can encourage people to get into rally, and even your guys like sorry, I'm throwing some names out, but like Chris Meek is someone that loves to race, and he's like, okay, how can I have a competitive car? Like what platform is that? So even though this isn't the level of a WRC car or anything like that, I think competition is competition. That's what I live for, and I believe we can build this class.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend. Thank you. Later.
We're just good to see you.
All right. So that is the man, Travis Pastrana. Let's see. Where else can we go? We're gonna go talk to just leave your car.
Because the audio could also be a service based.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Is they were getting too much
at the
stuff
end of the
signal.
Andy Miller would be cool if he's around.
Oh yeah, look at the new livery, by the way.
Yeah, this thing
that
looks
is
great.
totally different from what it was before.
You just took off to their.
You went that way? Of course he did. He probably saw him.
Oh, there he is.
What are you doing? I'm always creeping, man. He can give advice for you. So,
Excuse me.
don't want to lose her. A lot of people here. Okay, you want to go see? So, what was the inspiration? I love this. This is so cool.
Yeah, the Telpo. Yeah, it fits in with Gary's shop cars and
So is this the same car, just different livery?
yeah.
Stay closer together.
Yep, same car. Yeah, we really didn't change anything. Just white retrep on the car, no body, all the tie rods kind of thing. Kind of tighten up the front end. Yeah.
So some pretty flat out roads out here. The weather conditions should make it where it's actually not quite as dusty and loose, I'm guessing. That might be helpful, or?
Yeah, I think so. We have caught dust a little bit in the past, but nothing too bad. And obviously short stages, so you don't lose a ton of time. But yeah, I mean, it seemed really good, really predictable. The car was working well. Yeah, we thought we were going to have a good run.
You're consistently well at the top of the regionals. But, there's always more and more competition, and you like to step your little foot into the scene where you are with the national guys. Do you have a target?
We're just out here just trying to drive our rally and just, not put the car off the road, just drive as fast as we can. And that's kind of just been what we've been doing, and it's working. So
it's been working very well. Well, good luck this weekend.
Oh,
See you later.
Thank you. Catch you.
All right. Andy Miller. So that is an H6 swap, by the way, inside that Subaru Impreza. So most those three dog park, they can eat the piss with chips. She's like, these are edible, right?
There's quite a few of those at this race this weekend.
Yes. They've become quite the popular platform. You get like all the power of a turbo without the lag and it's more of an open class actually. And that's the aspirated class. It's actually an open class.
Yeah.
There's Josh Gearman. Here we go. We got Roberto Iglesias.
And so we're getting closer to our internet now.
All right, Roberto, can I chat with you for a sec? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Excuse me, gentlemen. Sorry.
Pretend like you're yelling at your co-driver while you're doing it.
Yeah, we're grabbing some
I don't have a problem being loud.
You and I definitely have that projecting voice thing. Don't we?
Exactly.
So, you had a couple issues up there at Olympus.
I did.
That sorted?
Yes, we unfortunately had a mechanical problem with the engine at Olympus, so we didn't finish day one. We couldn't do day two, but got new engine in there, and it's feeling good, feeling strong. We shook it down all day on Wednesday at Dirtfish, and it's looking good so far.
So for those of us that don't know about the what this type of car is, I'll let you kind of explain it for the newer viewers.
Absolutely.
Explain what this platform is, because it competes in the RC2 category.
Yeah, correct. So this platform was built to compete in the RC2 category when the first R5s came out. And the idea of it is all of the homologated FIA classes, homologated cars like in Rally R5 and Rally 2 are pretty expensive.
Pretty expensive? That's it.
Yeah, pretty expensive.
Understatement.
And not only to buy, but the really expensive part comes into maintaining it. Engine rebuilds, engine is very expensive. A drivetrain is specific to them. And so this was built, this is a homologated class that was started in Argentina. It became very popular in Europe, and we're trying to introduce it here in the US, where you basically take a homologated engine that comes out of a BMW or Mini Cooper S. It's a 1.6 liter engine. You build it up, and turbo, and then it'll put out an output, similar to a little less than the Rally 2s, but probably, around, with the restrictor, maybe 230 horsepower to the wheels or so. And then put a Subaru differential and gearbox. So that makes it much cheaper to run. If you have to rebuild the engine, you need to change a gearbox. You're talking about, getting Subaru parts, which there's lots in the US.
Instead of having to go to a specific manufacturer part that is designed only for the R5, because it's all homologated, and that would be extra expensive.
Exactly.
So this is a little more standard.
Exactly. I was talking to some of the guys running Rally 2, and an engine rebuild for them, it's normally in the neighborhood of 30, 40 grand or more sometimes, whereas you can go buy an engine for much less than that, brand new or pretty new for this car. And so that's the idea, to have something that you could still go pretty fast with, but that still participates in that class. And it's not maybe the limited 4 class, which has a lot more restrictions.
Right.
You can only do a car that was all-wheel drive, things like that. And so, here you can do a smaller chassis, longer travel suspension, a little bit closer performance. We know that we're a couple of seconds a mile slower than them, but we can still have a lot of fun.
Well, and then talking about you as a driver, you're a person that's new to this 4-wheel drive platform too, right? So you came from limited 2-wheel drive, being rather dominant in that class, to be honest. But the amount of different adjustments and changes you can do with this platform, it's got to be exponential.
It is, and I am not even cracking the surface yet at understanding how to drive the car. All my day on Wednesday at Dirtfish was really trying to figure out, how do I even drive it? Like, how does all-wheel drive do things differently than front-wheel drive? And you're right, I spent 5 years pushing to be the fastest front-wheel drive car driver out there. And some of the habits you build out of that is not how you drive all-wheel drive. So this will, I haven't yet been able to complete even a single rally or a single rally day in the car. So I'm really hoping to OTR has always been very good to me. It's treating me well, and so I'm excited to be able to do all 3 days and learn a lot more about the car.
So this is mainly just a big learning experiment for OTR for this weekend.
100%.
No real targets other than make it to the dark finish and get the miles.
Exactly, that's the goal.
All
Absolutely.
right. Well, good luck out there. Excited to see the platform, and get faster, man.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you later.
Up.
I was gonna say it's 6:38.
Around here, Michael Hahn, a great story. Olympus was his first rally back after the big crash he had here in Oregon Trail. Unfortunately, he was the engine had some issues right after he started, so he was kind of lit through the whole rally. But it was 2 years ago when we had, it was called, so this is the car over here, number 347. Sorry, Delaware. So Michael Hahn was on what was then called Horseshoe Bend. We're calling it Andy's Run this year. But he had basically cut a corner where there was something in the corner. And barrel, but yeah, the car was just destroyed. And so we have that. We didn't run that stage last year, but now it's back on his, second rally coming back. So I thought that was interesting.
2005 Ford Focus.
See here. What else? Oh, that's Nolan Abel is around.
I don't see a Nolan. I don't see any of that crew being actually right here, so they're definitely all somewhere else.
People are running away from us. They might be heading towards the drivers' meeting.
Yes, that is
which
happening.
is behind us. So
we might be out of drivers.
We might be out of drivers for a little bit. We will go through though and show some of the cars. Henry Tabor, we'll see if him and his big story, his dad, Mark Tabor, his 200th rally.
Yep.
200 rallies. That is amazing. So we'll have to see how well his weekend goes. The whole Tabor family's always been big here. There's Grandpa Bruce Tabor back there.
The Mazdaru's back.
The
What engine do you
is
think
back.
should be in this,
Yeah,
guys?
right? We've got another one that's going to have an interest. That has an interesting engine.
Did you guess?
Other side over that
That?
way. Yeah.
Which one?
Let's go find the Colts.
Ah. I don't think we've walked past that one
No,
yet.
we have not yet. Let's see if our signal.
This
holds with us.
Mercur was in a field in Yakima like a month ago.
That is so cool.
Very excited to see it back out racing
Exactly.
again. One of my favorite rally cars. Not that particular one, but the car in general.
Yes.
I know Eric was mimicking the, what is that, a Celica?
Yes.
The Toyota production manager, racing team manager, went and did a heritage rally in this and had this same livery on his Celica. And that is a throwback to it.
Love it.
It was like a month ago. Throw forward to it? Wasn't that long ago.
Steve Greer is back.
I was going to say, the
He was
Greers.
at, he's been doing this forever in 2 days. This is the car that was not the same car that was in the fire, but the same motor, because the fire was with the fuel tank, and everything burned forward to the firewall.
We do have a driver over there.
And we have another one over here, actually. You got Johan Friesen. Actually, let's go chat with Johan real quick.
Cool.
Johan, chat with you real quick on the live stream? Of course. First of all, yeah, there you go. I can hand it to you if you want.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's all good. So, back at Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
You were here last year,
I was.
but only for a very short time
Only
because...
for I had to leave for prom.
I mean, what an excuse. I love
What an
it.
excuse. Not this year, though. Yeah, I'm just here for the whole thing. I'm excited. I missed the jump last year. I was really bummed about that.
Yeah?
I'm excited for this. Yeah, Boyd's going to be fun.
So, what's your target for this weekend?
Have fun.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Just
Do good. Hopefully make the podium. I mean, we were on Olympus on the last few stages. We were starting to move up on the guys ahead of us, and I'm hoping that we could maybe keep that up for this race and maybe rush into third place. Just barely.
Yeah. Well,
hopefully.
There's a lot of good competition out there.
There
Some
is.
fast roads.
The Tabors are good, very good, and so is Chris.
Chris Sear is always one to watch out for.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, hey, every rally's different, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, good luck out there.
Thank you.
We'll see you later. All right. Johan Friesen and his dad is his co-driver, which is awesome.
Nice.
Talk some great father-son time, right? See here, Eric Zabala's car. I always love his livery. That's in honor of Ken Block. Oh,
It'll get there. It'll get there.
Get there. Oh. We're all good friends with Eric Zabala. He's with State Farm Insurance, as you can see, and he's actually one of our sponsors. See the ad in our spectator guide. A lot of us get car insurance from him because, especially if you got rally cars, if you want to figure out how the heck to insure it, he's the guy to talk to.
That makes total sense.
A car insurance guy that does rally. I mean, duh.
Seems like he's got a good market.
Right? It's definitely car people that you want to talk to. We got Jacob Sturgeon over here. Come hither. Come hither, sir.
Yeah. You found me without my gallon water jug. That's
Oh, yeah, right? So, How's Devastator doing?
Really, really well. We fixed multiple things right before this. It made it over here.
Yeah?
So very happy with that, yeah.
Yeah?
The tune is holding up great. The power hits fast and prolonged. Not like that.
They're just excited that you're here. Bit of jet stream kind of going on there.
I thought you guys sprung for a flyby after the national anthem, but
Would have been nice,
yeah,
right?
we don't have the budget for that yet.
Not yet.
No,
We're
we
working on
got
it.
the $10 one. They're gonna just land and dump the fuel over us.
Yeah.
Oh, great, thanks. Yeah.
All right, so you know these roads, driven them many times.
Yeah.
What's your target?
Survival, as always, but I'm really happy to have the Mike Nagel stage back. That was really fun. It ends nicely.
Yeah,
You
it's
want
got
a
that
solid
little
ending.
twisty area in the finish.
Yeah, and if you do it, you're like, I know how to drive a car. Yeah, I did it once like that. I was really happy with myself.
I mean, literally just doing recce on that, your car naturally drifts.
It does,
And you're
yeah.
not even doing it at a race car speed yet.
Yeah, at like 20 miles an hour, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm nailing this. Yeah, I can't imagine with this thing.
So then, yeah, what's it going to be like going into that when you're hot and heavy with this thing?
Oh, it's different. Just take everything that you did scouting the roads and just turn the fear up to
11.
Yeah, and then just try to ignore that most of the time.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Yeah, I'm here to race with my friends. So if my friends all make it through and we all do have a good time, then
And beers at the end. There you go.
Beers at the end. Yes.
That's the important part.
Yeah, I have 48 cans of beer or something, so I can spare one if you want.
Oh, you know, I'll be there.
Yeah, sweet.
We'll talk later. Okay, have fun.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Is Karen over here?
Car is here. Of course, Karen, last year's, several years, was a chair of our event, but she actually gets to compete this year.
You're good.
SRT
You're good.
Neon. It's funny, those that are big time into the SRTs, they don't like to call it a Dodge Neon. Or don't they? Yeah, they just call it an SRT Neon, if I remember right.
I avoid Dodge people. I couldn't tell you. No offense, Dodge people.
Right? Where the heck? We have to pass it. The Colt should be somewhere. Well, I was going to say stuff on Colt. Is that it? There it is. I gotta look now on my list. Mike
there's
looking
the
at
Colt.
paper again. Yeah, we found it. Okay, there. Look at that. Look at that.
How are you doing, Mike?
Eric, buddy, good to see you. I'm not sure if that math works.
It is if you're me.
Okay, yeah.
You're me building them. I
That's
live,
true.
eat, and breathe RX-7s. Right?
I mean,
so it's
you
fine
go
with
to
my
your
RX-7.
YouTube channel, and
Yep.
you've got so many really cool builds.
For sure.
Just for those that are watching, what channel is that?
Yeah, so if you look up Rad Potential on YouTube or Mr. Rad, that's me on the channel, and we do anything crazy, unique, which right now is rotary cars. It's super fun, and had these things for about 10 years. We got turbo RX-8s, turbo RX-7s, a 4-rotor car we did. And now
4-rotor car.
RX-7.
And so now you got this power plant in there, but is there anything else that's different? Drivetrain? What do you got?
No, basically it's the same car, aside from just the engine swap. And
Okay.
I rebuilt the coolant stack here just for serviceability. Wanted to do it originally, but no reason to change something that wasn't broken. So
Well, that's one thing that we've seen with rotaries in the sport a lot is overheating issues.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep.
So, I mean, it will have a hood when you go to run.
Oh yeah, it's got big vents in it and stuff, and
Okay.
clutch fan. But it's an RX-7 radiator. One
Okay.
of the big things is like, we don't have an unlimited budget. We're just here to have a ton of fun, right, and compete with the slow guys. And it's got to be easy to work on and match our other cars. So this is the same radiator I use in another car. Like
Okay.
so now, if I need a spare, I just go get it out of the other car.
That's definitely
I don't
easier to
have
do,
a
yeah.
whole stock of parts, right? So keeping things the same is good, right?
Well, and the other thing is, not only are you coming all the way over here to compete, but you're bringing others from long places
Yes.
to come compete.
Yeah.
Because, like, hey, why not share a trailer, right?
100%. Yeah.
So who's it that you brought along?
Yeah, so Andrew and Ben Zapsky, they're down here in a hatchback STI, Subaru. We met them at Ohio. Okay, and one of the things I invested some of my money in was nobody wants a project trailer. So I got a nice trailer and it fits 2 cars. And I was at the Ohio, I was like, Oregon Trail is the best rally we did because we did all the national Olympics last year, right? And you guys have to come. And they're like, okay, well, let's make it happen. So they drove out to my house and then from Maine.
Maine.
So
you hear that, folks?
20 hours.
Maine. I don't think you can get much farther away. That's why I wanted to exemplify that.
Yeah, they drove out from Maine, stayed at the shop for a day. We packed their stuff into my trailer as well, and then road tripped all the way here. So they're actually going to race Southern Ohio, which is 4 hours from me. So they're going to fly home from here, and I'll take care of the car for a couple weeks for them, and then they'll fly back. We'll pick them up, and they're right there for Ohio. So it saves them
awesome.
a huge bunch of driving. And for us, like rally and just motorsports in general, is all about like the friends you make and competing with your friends and having fun, right? Most people can't achieve world records and fast stuff. And just getting out here, hanging out with the boys at the events
And girls. We have lots of women racers, by the way, just so you know.
But hanging out, we camp in the trailer. So we
That
don't have
is cool.
hotels. We're just hoofing it, and it's fun. It makes it. That's the part that makes
The great American adventure.
Exactly. Right?
I love it.
So it's a good time.
All right. Well, good luck out there. I can't wait to hear this thing screaming
Yeah,
by.
you'll hear it. We'll make sure you hear it.
Have fun.
Awesome.
We'll see you later. Let's see, what else have we got going on?
We got 9 minutes.
We got 9 minutes
Right?
until we are done
7?
with our Parc expose because the first cars are going to go out on stage. Now remember, here at Portland National Raceway, it is a very short 2 stages, 3.71 miles. They use part of the racetrack, and they use some of the roads that are on the outside of the track, the service roads. Some of them are broken tarmac, some of them are gravel. So it's almost like rallycross, where you just have that mixed surface stuff. So you have some folks that actually run a tarmac tire.
Let's do like maybe one more because I gotta hoof all this stuff back to my truck still before I can get back out to where they're gonna be racing, and that's right there.
We need to talk to he's over here.
Sure.
Okay. Hello.
So I look the wrong way.
Or do we have?
There's a driver
let me
behind
see
us. There's people in race suits. There's something
I'm trying to remember name, and that's hold on.
Livingston.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember first name. First initials doesn't help me.
This is the one they have like an illustration.
760. There we go. I've talked to you before. This stage end. It's been a while. Brett.
Hey.
You okay to talk on the live stream for a little bit?
Of course, yeah. Hey.
Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, you too. Hunter.
So, oh, that's right, Hunter. That's right. So, welcome to Oregon Trail Rally.
Yeah, thanks.
You excited?
Oh, very much. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
You got to see the roads out there on Recce. What do you think of them?
Awesome. This is gonna be a fun race. And there's definitely some technical out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Andy's run.
Yeah.
Excited for that
So
one.
you did like that one.
Oh yeah.
That is one of my favorite stages.
That'll be
It's got a lot of.
Gotta keep her busy.
Yeah. Oh, right. I see. So obviously you guys are coming up from California, right?
Yep, San Diego.
Came from San Diego all the way up here to compete. So you have a specific target for this weekend, or?
Finish.
PRs and finish.
Finish,
Yeah.
be safe, enjoy,
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah. Don't get angry at each other in the car.
Oh, no, come on. This is our 4th time up here, so yeah, this is gonna be that's the goal. Have fun, finish.
Right.
If we follow the finish.
Yeah, that's getting to the end is always the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Oh definitely.
Well, hope you have a lot of fun doing it. The stages actually look really good this year, and of course you get Andy's run in there, and that's always good. So
Cool.
have fun.
Thanks.
See you later.
See ya.
So Brett and Hunter want to do Andy's run, the first one tomorrow. If we want to go to head out to what is it, Columbia Hills. But then again, that is always such a
Oak Flats.
flat. Oak Flat.
It's Andy Run, Oak Flat, Mary Hill, and Dallas Mountain.
The Dallas Mountain, right? So
Yeah.
Dallas Mountain is the one I'm kind of hemming and hawing on, but it does have some of the best views. So I will probably
That's the best
have us
one.
out at Dallas Mountain because we've talked to a lot of people here. We'll probably skip then the Parc expose in downtown Goldendale, and then we'll head out then to that one. Then I think we should do Andy's run.
What time?
What time? Well, now you're putting me on the spot because I don't have the schedule in front of me. Or do I? It's me. Look at that. We're actually really cool. We actually take our little official badges here and we put the schedule on the back. So that is a nice little cheat, except for the fact that I'm old now. I have to
do this.
Need a longer cord. Anyway, so Dallas Mountain. First car is at 9:48. So
Say it was like 9:50.
Yeah, 9:50 is when we'll probably go live. The spot we like to be in there is about 5 miles in, so it'll take a couple minutes for them to get to us. But I think that'll probably be the best place to be. As you may remember, Connor Martell is the first on the road, followed by Travis Pastrana, and then Brandon Semina. So even though Travis is in a limited four-wheel drive car, they still have him ranked that he's going to be part of that seated draw and therefore run second on the road. So that was an interesting difference that we'll have. So it'll be exciting to see what happens. Hopefully no drama for the top drivers causing massive damage on that stage. But yeah, we're excited for that one. But my biggest one I'm really excited about is because we've got this new wireless with the Starlink of going on Andy's run, this perfect hairpin. We're going to want to do a stream from there that I think you'll all love watching the stream from that. So that one, well, it'll be the second running then that we'll do that one. And
We'll let you know tomorrow what time it's going to be.
yeah, it is somewhere around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit later, but it's worth it. Anyways, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.